it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. X3. 218, chopper. Check safety. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Huh? Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, turn it up. Let's go.
This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike 53. Here we go, G, get off the field. Hey, check 24. Tighten up. Check, hey, hold. 25, check 20.
Allen now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out right at the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Watch the boot. Jim. Check. Crunch.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Christian travel. Alert.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Switch up, switch up. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Bang, 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 bang. What do you want, what do you want, what do you want? Gun. Middle.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Joseph will get the credit for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Alert 3. Check, check, check. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Middle, 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 middle. Check, check.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Let's make these big. Hey, Delta. Out, 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 out. Mike, check, 59, 59. Brilliant.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 16.
That's another
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On first down, Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On second down, Minshew. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
General West. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
No. Slam. Hey, Charlie. X3. 218, chopper. Ready?
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Now a run with Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, keep it up. Check.
Here's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
First down, Jets.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Check three. Slam.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 50.
This is Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
Switch gears.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Check.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He sets to fire deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Man, I got you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming after you.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance. Too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Jones. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Let's get off the field. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Switch, switch, switch. Mike,
they'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On the ground, it's Singletary. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Jordan Reed has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first down, Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Damian Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, box truck. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got you. Check 4. Hey, alert 3. Shift. Cloud.
Throwing now is Allen. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the rookie Dalton Reisner. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
56, 56. Hey, exit. 53, Mike. Hey, tight down. There you go. Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Minshew sets to throw, and this one complete to Reed. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Watch the shoot.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the eye.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Topper. Ready?
On 2nd down now, Singletary. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Check. Get it.
They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 53's the mic. 53, check.
Go.
You ain't got nothing. Check 52. Kill.
Now Allen. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
53 is the mic.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Team 6.
53, Mike 53. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 53 is the mic. 53, check 53.
So don't say nothing.
Tight dog.
Alert.
Pick the edge. Come.
Allen now on 1st down. Caught here by Conley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now Minshew, and that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Allen to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jordan Phillips in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Allen going to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. We thought we might have a good close game, and we did. Really came down to that final onside kick. They recovered it, but they would have had to return it. They were unable to do that, and that wrote an ending.
That is frustrating, isn't it? To execute an onside kick and get the ball, yet there's no payoff for them. Right now, they're probably in their locker room trying to comfort themselves with